All right, what is going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. We've got a 9-game slate to talk about here. It is late recording this, and some of the games have already started, so apologies getting this out a little late today. I'm going to give you my analysis. We'll go pretty quick through them as there are some games coming up, so I want to get this done as quick as possible. We'll jump in. Actually, we'll talk a little bit about yesterday. Not a phenomenal day. Straight bets pretty good. We went 3-2 on those. Both of our parlays got hosed by the let's see, Twins lost. Mets gave up a 2-run home run in the eighth. Phillies were giving up runs left and right, and the Diamondbacks lost. So a perfect 0 for 3 on the first parlay. And then the second one, we also went 0 for 3. So really knocked that one out of the park. Yankees lost in extras. The Cardinals went to extras every game against the Marlins, lost 2 out of 3. A little bit hosed on that game. We thought Kyle Gibson was going to start. He got scratched last second with back tightness or some crap. So definitely would not have bet the Cardinals, and got a little unlucky with started off with like 2 home runs. So that was cool, back-to-back dingers. So yeah, a little unlucky on those games. A lot of underdog wins yesterday. Just a wild day, wild last 2 days. But we'll jump right in right now. So we'll talk a little bit about these games. This game's already going on right now. It's 3-1 Diamondbacks. Full transparency, I had fade team. I ended up going with the Diamondbacks. So that's the only play I had, and that was just a straight bet. So I took that off the tracker just because it, could be look like, oh, he's just seeing who's winning and putting it on there. But it did have that play. I was thinking under 9, going back and forth on that. If we look at Gore and Nelson, they faced off, well, they faced each other, each other's respective teams, and they pitched pretty well. A lot of hits, but not a lot of runs. So was thinking the under 9, didn't pull the trigger on it. Might be a good thing. Right now it's 3-1. So I really did love the nerf. He didn't pull the trigger at -120, would have hit. So would have been a good one there, but we'll move on. Mariners and Guardians. One of my favorite plays of the day was Castillo over 5.5 hits. That is on our parlay. Unfortunately, you won't be able to play it. Sorry. But if we look at Castillo, he pitched April 2nd against Cleveland. 5 2/3, 7 Ks, 4 earned runs, 10 hits. So got shelled a little bit. It was a while ago. Castillo is just not as good on the road. Tends to give up a lot of hits. Conversely, Allen has given up 3 earned runs or more in 4 or 5 home starts. So I did go Cleveland here. I know it's a little risky expecting runs, and there are runs. Right now, Mariners are up 3-2, bottom of the 4th. So I knew it was going to be a high scoring game. Probably should have played the over with that mentality, but didn't. So that's where we're at on that one. Next game that's going on right now, we're just moving through the games that are currently in. Tied at 2, bottom of 4, Twins and the Rays. Really hoping the Twins don't freaking lose another one. I just don't see it. Could happen. Richardson Woods pitched terrible last outing against the Athletics, gave up 3 walks and then a grand slam to start the game. But then after that, I mean, he actually settled down pretty good. But was just kind of fading on recent results, expecting to have a good bounce back game. He was projected to have about 1.5 earned runs, so he's already over that. And Littell was projected to give up about 3. So was thinking first 5, didn't pull the trigger just because I think the Twins have such a massive bullpen advantage. So ended up going money line on that. And again, right now that is tied at 2. So we'll see what happens there. Another one that went into extra innings last night and it's lost. So that was cool. One of my favorite bets along with the Castillo bet, Arrighetti over 1.5 walks. This game's kicking off like right now. He is over that line almost in every single start. Arrighetti is just this enigma. I think this line's a little high at -170. He is either going to be really good or he's going to be just absolute ass, and you don't know which one you're going to get. Flexen, I think, actually has a fairly decent game, but I do expect runs. So I like the over 9 and Houston money line. So that's where I lean there. Expect it to be, a decently high scoring game, 5-4, 6-4, somewhere in there maybe. Dodgers or Rockies. So this one kicks off in about an hour. I like Dodgers run line. I like Dodgers money line. I know they got beat yesterday in extras, but Gavin Stone has been super solid. I faded him at the beginning of the year. He's made me a believer. So I'm on board. I'm on the Gavin train, and hopefully he doesn't let me down today. But I like it there. Over is really high at 12, but the wind is blowing out and you're at course field. It's going to be a lot of runs. A little scary. Both pitchers are fly ball pitchers, so really more fade and Ty Black. But I really like Gavin Stone, so on there with that. Next game, Royals Athletics. Jesus Christ, the Royals have lost 2 in a row to the Athletics. What the hell is going on? But as I dug deeper, and to be honest, I'm heavily on Royals money line today, and as I dug deeper after the fact, Royals just not as hot as I thought, right? 43 and 32, but if we look at their last 30, they're 15 and 15. So it's not like their, recent results are they're not exactly crushing it. But I like them. Bounce back spot. Lugo, Cy Young candidate. He's really been pitching well against very, very solid teams. So I like him to get the job done today. So backing Lugo and the fact that they won't get swept against the freaking Athletics. God's sakes. But if we look at their batting splits last 7 days, Kansas City sucks. They are not hitting right-handed pitching well. They are damn near dead last in the league. So good bounce back spot today. Athletics have actually been hitting quite well. So could they lose and get swept? Absolutely. Next game. A really quick video. So we're talking quick. Orioles Yankees. Interesting game. We backed Cole Irvin when he was facing Ronaldo Lopez, and Lopez spanked that ass. So kind of thinking the same thing with Luis Gil. Everybody keeps expecting this massive regression. We just haven't seen it. I'm going to keep backing him until we see it. I love Irvin under 4.5 Ks, a little juiced at minus 190, but we are going to parlay that with the Castillo hits and Arrighetti walks. So that is our only parlay of the day. And I like the under in this, under 8.5. I just think Gil gets it done, and I think they get to Irvin for 3 or 4. Probably end up somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5-2, somewhere in there, 5-3. But I like the under. Could be wrong, not touching it, but that's just my lean. Irvin's been 3+ earned runs in every start versus the Yankees. Every start he's ever had. So that's why I'm leaning that way. You could go, we're doing first 5 minus a half a run. That's going to be one of our straight bets as well. And if we look at Gil, he did pitch against Baltimore on May 1st, and he dominated them. So we'll see how that goes. The Giants and Cardinals. This is the game that's in Birmingham, Alabama. I got St. Louis money line. I forgot Arenado got hit, and he's probably out today. He got hit by a pitch. So that sucks. That's definitely going to hurt the offense. But the Giants offensively just didn't do shit against the Cubs. So, and the wind was blowing out like 12 miles an hour every day, and they still couldn't score runs. So really just fading them. Love the Nerfy here. Still decently valued. It's like minus 115. So I really like that Nerfy. We'd have to fade Keaton win, but I think Andre Palante gets the job done, and he's pitching quite nicely this year, actually. So really like St. Louis in this situation. All right, next game we've got Brewers and Padres. Padres at home. Yes, they got the job done yesterday after we tried to fade them, and they said, fuck that. Like, don't fade us. And they put up a bunch of runs. So that sucks. But I really like Brewers today. They just came off, a pretty good series against the Angels. They've been on the West Coast, so it's not like they had to travel very far. I really like them here. Right-handed hitting has been a just absolute weak spot for the Padres over the last 7 days. You can see basically worse than baseball. And Brewers have been pretty decent. They've got a massive bullpen advantage. Should be pretty well rested. Bryce Wilson makes me a little nervous. He is not the greatest pitcher. Mazur is all over the place. He's either going to give up 9 runs or he's going to give up 1. So we're banking on his last home start where he gave up 8 earned runs against the Diamondbacks. So the issue with Bryce Wilson is, his last away start he gave up 7. So this screams over 8.5 if we're being honest, but I don't trust the Padres offense. And the wind's going to be blowing in. So that is it for the games. Pretty quick and easy. Like I said, we look at yesterday's results was not great. And if we look at today's, like I said, straight bets, not a lot of plays today. Don't love the slate, to be honest with you. So Yankees first 5, minus half a run, minus 120, doing a unit there. Giants and Cardinals, Nerfy. These are all 1 unit plays. And Brewers money line. And then our parlay is Luis Castillo over 5.5 hits, which I can probably check, and we're going to know real quick if that's a winner or not. Last I checked, he was at 3 through 2 innings, so has been giving up some hits. and it's loading slow. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Irvin under 4.5 Ks, and then Arrighetti over 1.5 base on balls, which he has gone over in 80% of his games. So really, I really like that line. And the White Sox are fairly patient hitters for the most part. So unfortunately, ESPN is just being absolutely slow and not working. So that's cool. All right, here we go. Box scores. The Cleveland needs one more hit. So if we can get one more hit from Cleveland, we are chilling. Castillo's only at 65 pitches, so feeling quite nicely about that they will get one more hit. So hopefully that's an easy check. And then Arrighetti just started. They just started the game. Sox are already down one, so that's a good sign. Over here is my list of plays I liked, ranked 1 through 9. So I did rank every game. Doesn't mean I'd play them, but this is how I would categorize them. Some of these aren't looking great. Twins are tied. Guardians are down 1, but looks like they're making a run. Astros are up 1 right now. So, like I said, quick video, but wanted to get something out before all the games came out. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll make sure I get the video out before the first game. If you haven't yet, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel.